helping prisoners stay out of jail? There's your question. A couple of years ago, Annah Stretton, you'll know the name of course, would have been the first to admit not much, but today, whole different story.
You may remember in 2014 we told you about Stretton's out-of-the-box idea to help repeat offenders who are often considered too hard to help. Well, we're pleased to report that it's working. Jill Higgins met two of her success stories.
Two confident, outgoing women. They've got goals.
I was thinking about maybe becoming a technician or a trainer.
They've got great digs.
So that's a 4-bedroom house.
And a kind of fairy godmother, because none of this could have happened without her.
The country has written these women off. These are girls that have been involved in very difficult crimes. They've spent a lot of time in prison.
This is the Annah Stretton we're more used to seeing, but she's shifting her focus.
I've worked in the fashion industry for 25 years, and that industry is very about self. It's very about physical appearance. Working in the social space has been one of the best things that I've ever done.
She's providing safe homes to women no one wants.
So how's it compared to prison? There's a lot more to clean. Like a mattress, more blankets, where do you start?
For the first year, no family, strict rules, but intensive help with work and education.
Just giving people money doesn't work. I mean, you've got to have skin in the game. You've got to actually want to do this change, and you've got to know that it's not going to be easy to get this change.
Because nothing is easy for women like this.
Violence, abuse, generally if you ask any one of us, we've got, huge stories around that.
I started to drink alcohol and started to smoke marijuana, and I just had it really hard because I didn't like the feeling of not being loved. So my alcoholism just led me to drunk driving, committing shoplifting.
And for Gina,
Meth happened, meth happened, and become involved in manufacturing.
it meant jail. And in the past, when released without Anna's help, it felt impossible to change.
To apply for something, which job-wise, I had to tick that box that said criminal history. Yeah, so getting a house, it was difficult. Nobody wants you.
I, as an employer, would not look at someone that that came to me and said, well, I've been incarcerated 7 times for drugs.
So the easy option was the life they knew.
I was trying to make it up to my children for being away for so long.
Gina would go back to supplying meth for money and back to jail. Ina too, not just once or twice, but 7 times.
I'd always get released to the same environment. A lot of my family, we did come back together, but we were all using.
So when you leave, no one's stopping you from going back into that old environment?
Not for repeat offenders.
Anna has changed all that. Now on release, they have a real alternative.
Having somebody who actually sees my potential and believes in me and having a home.
Gina now helps other women through the program, and she's knitting her family back together. One son with her already.
So how special is it to have him back? Oh, it's wonderful. It's really special, yeah. Love it.
Ina's forging ahead too. Their 5-year plan, all set.
Yes, I'll have my own salon. I will have all 4 of my children with me, living in a beautiful house.
And that is a possibility.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and so I'm really grateful.
Awesome work.
Love that story. Love that those women are coming on here and proud. Like, you should be so proud. You're getting your life back.
I wonder if the magic there is Anna's just doing the bridge. So the bridge, because we know that the coming out and then getting yourself back into trouble is why we have such a high recidivism rate. So if the bridge is there that you don't, you can just get past that bit, house, job, whatever the
And
case
we
may
heard
be.
just there that the traditional support are people that are in that world, that crime world as well. So,
If you go back out to your
you
family
need someone
and then-
else.
yeah, exactly.
And that whole thing with the employers, like, someone to vouch for them. That's what they need.
Do you know who's interested in the program?
I do.
Richard Branson.
Which is amazing.
So he's a bright guy, so he knows what he's doing. Now this one, this is a pretty big challenge.